Hey everybody, welcome to another important video. So in this video I will discuss highly important topics from the prelim perspective, from the environment perspective, and believe me, I have reason to believe that these topics are highly important because if you look at the past few papers, UPSC has been repeating one important theme, that is quantification and measurement of carbon emission. Look at this question in 2016. UPSC asked about the greenhouse gas protocol, which was developed in 1998, World Resource Institute and World Business Council for Sustainable Development. Now what it does, it measures, it quantifies the carbon emission. The tool is very much helpful for the quantification and management of the emission, right? So that was the question which was asked in 2016. Now look at the another question. So it is about the common carbon metric which was asked in around 2021. So this question also look at the what it does, it actually quantification and measurement of the measurement and management of the carbon footprint of building operations, right? So it was developed by the UNEP and SBCI, that is Sustainable Building and Climate Initiative, in 2010. Now theme is same, like a quantification, management of emission, right? So on the similar line we can look at the few concepts, few important the current affairs that does the same, right? Take for example science based targets initiative. Now science based targets, what it does, it is a collaboration between the CDP, that is Carbon Disclosure Project, World Resource Institute and Worldwide Fund for Nature. It was developed in 2015. It develops standards, tools and methodologies which allows companies to set carbon emission targets and achieve those carbon emission targets. So ultimate objective is to reach the net zero by 2050, net zero emission by 2050. It not just develops methods or standards, it also guides companies or organizations of the best practices around the world of the emission reduction, right? So best practices, how to reduce the emissions. So it guides the companies, right, on the same line. Now next is the GRI standards. It's a global reporting initiative. What it does, it allows companies to develop a sustainability report. Now it is also a not for profit organization which develops widely used standards for companies or organization to report their economic, environmental and social impact of their projects. Now why companies would report their economic, environmental or social impact? Because companies want to establish their credibility as a green company or a company that cares for the environment or society, right? Now it allows companies or organization to show their sustainability effort, to show their commitment to the sustainability. So these are the GRI standards, remember this. Now next is the Carbon Disclosure Project. It was established in 2002. It's also a not for profit organization which helps companies, cities, public authorities to disclose their environmental impact. Last we saw the GRI, it discloses economic, environmental and social impact, but as the name suggests, this discloses their environmental impact, their carbon emissions. In 2022, nearly 18,700 companies disclosed their environmental information through CDP, right? Now CDP gives one kind of document to their companies which allow companies to disclose their how much emissions they achieved, what are the climate risks that company is facing, what are the reduction strategies that company is employing, right? How much water it is using, how much water it is wasting, how much wastage is happening. So that kind of information is reported through Carbon Disclosure Project. Now next is global stocktake. We know the global stocktake which was a part of COP21, right, in Paris, right? So what is the global stocktake? It measures the emissions of the countries, right? It measures the emissions of the country and emission gap. Now the first time, so usually global stocktake will be it was decided that it will be released every 5 years. So the first global stocktake has been released in October 24 in COP28, which was held in Dubai, right? And now what this report says, report says that global community or countries around the world are not on track to achieve the goal set out in the Paris Agreement, that is to achieve global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius. So we are not doing enough to achieve this target. So that was global stocktake report. Now cool farm tool was developed by the University of Aberdeen in partnership with the Unilever Corporation. Now what it does, it allows farmer or it helps farmer to measure and understand emissions from their crops and livestock, right? So this was a online tool that offers a calculation, that offers a method to calculate emissions from the farm. So that is a cool farm tool, that is CFT. So this was all about today's lecture. We discussed very important current affairs about the global stock take, about the carbon disclosure project, right, about the GRI standards, and then science based target initiative, and I also told you why these in current affairs are very important. So do revise these current affairs multiple times, so that even single marks matter, right? And we have discussed, I have taken note of these important points based on PYQs. So these current affairs are very important. Do read them multiple times, right? And do let me know in the comment section how do you feel about this lecture. Do like this lecture, do share this lecture, right? So thank you for now. We will come up with another important video.